Yo, what is good, people of YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to my channel. So excited. First of all, I would just like to give you guys a big shout out for all the love and all the comments. I read and I see all your comments, by the way, so we're getting right into it. This one's titled The Dark Season. This one should be really interesting. I'm guessing just off the title, it's more of an insight and a glimpse into like the struggles that Bieber's been going through, and we get a feel for like the not so glamorous side of living Bieber's lifestyle at the highest tier, rock star, pop star, fame galore, you know, all that good stuff. And you know, it's not always that great. Hopefully gonna get to see why it's not so glamorous at the highest tier. So once again, big thank you to you guys. Really excited to be finishing out this reaction series. We're already on episode 5, you know, we got 5 more episodes of this docuseries to go. So really excited about all this content. Yeah, let's get right into it. We getting her hacking, going her. We getting her hacking, going her. We getting her hacking, going her hacking. Oh yeah, by the way, my bed, I'm doing the bed sheets, cleaning out the bed sheets, so don't have bed sheets right now. But Bieber, The Dark Season, let's get right into it. Contains raw and honest discussions about addiction and anxiety. Bieber did go through a drug addiction, we all know this.
First time I smoked weed was in my backyard here.
Oh, it's getting real intimate.
Got super stoned, and then I realized I liked weed a lot. That's when my desire to smoke weed started, and then I started smoking weed for a while.
No, Biebs.
Started getting really dependent on it.
No,
Biebs.
Biebs.
That's when I realized that I had to stop. I don't think it's bad. I just think for me it can be a dependency. But yeah, first time I smoked weed, I don't suggest this, but I was 13.
No!
Yeah, 13, 12 or 13.
No!
Not sure what I was doing before you. I quit trying to figure it out.
Was there anything that really concerned me?
Dang it, Biebs. 12 is too young.
Yeah, I think maybe maybe the lean when he was drinking that.
Biebs.
Can I say that?
There was a time where I was sipping lean, I was popping pills, I was doing Molly,
No!
shrooms, everything. And it was just an escape for me. I was just young, you know, like everybody in the industry and people in the world who experiment and do, you know,
It's devastating.
normal
Not the Biebs,
growing up
man.
things. But my experience was in front of cameras, and I had a different level of exposure and people, and like I had a lot of money and a lot of things. So then you have all these people around me just kind of hanging on, wanting stuff from me, knowing that like I was living this lifestyle that they also wanted to live, drinking, smoking.
I think when you take somebody very young and they start to get horrible, crazy, crippling anxiety and it goes undiagnosed and you don't know what it is that you're feeling, you start to self-medicate because it makes you feel better. Just help you not to feel anything.
With all the success that we've had, we've also had some really turbulent times. When he turned 18 and started bubbling a little bit, 19 what was it, 21? That was probably that dark period.
We didn't speak a lot during some of the times where he was running amok. You know, there were a few times where I saw him and it just kind of hurt my heart seeing him the way he was, you know? So I think I just kind of put a little distance with that for my own sake. It would just go without saying that my position on maybe the path he was going down, but at the same time, just letting him live his life and learn and, I don't know, just do his thing.
I know that Justin knows a good person from I don't even know if anyone was a bad person. It was just kids mostly. But like knows good from bad and knows right from wrong, and he's making some wrong decisions, but I never really believed that that person that the whole world hated so much was who he is.
He's a good guy.
Last week, the singer was arrested in Miami for allegedly drag racing, driving under the influence.
See him and CJ the DJ.
Misdemeanors. Bieber's attorneys pleaded not guilty on Wednesday.
I
19 whipping the
buying
lamb.
the wrong things in this business because there was things dangling in front of me. If I get this, I'll be happy. If I do this, I'll be happy.
He's gone through a lot in a very short life. You don't always agree with someone's decisions in that moment. They're young people making very big decisions that affect a lot of people. And sometimes in those scenarios, you're gonna make the right decision, sometimes you're gonna make wrong.
And these are things that I think a lot of people with secure households learn at a young age. I never had that security in a family. I never had that consistency. I never had the reliability and the accountability and all these things that make you.
This is normal child stuff. Like, people do this.
Works. I was a good kid, but I was still Bieber. Like a shithead. I was bad in school. I was always a class clown. I never really respected authority like that. I was like a nice kid, but like coaches didn't really like me because I was a bad team player. You know, looking back, you know, those things kind of shape why you feel the way you feel about yourself. Like, I would feel like I'm a bad person.
His mother was a child when she raised him, and she was in a very conflicted relationship with his dad. And so there was chronic stress.
The truth is I never had the tools. My parents never gave me those tools to be a good team player. When you're able to take responsibility, I know I did that, and I know that did hurt people because I did that, but I can look at that and not have shame over it.
Bro.
Justin and I were never really in each other's eyes until he chose to get sober and was trying to come off of the drugs, almost kind of himself.
I decided to stop because I felt like I was dying. My security and stuff were coming into the room at night to check my pulse. Like, people don't know how serious it got. Like, it was legit crazy scary. I was waking up in the morning and the first thing I was doing is popping pills and smoking a blunt and starting my day. You know, so it just got scary. I basically said to myself, oh my God, if you're real, you get me through this season of stopping these pills and stuff. And if you do, I'll do the rest of the work. And then I did that, and then I was good from there, but I never did the actual work. I got off the pills, but I never went to the root of everything. So then I just like kind of circled back around, which most people do.
So I first met Justin in September 2014. Wow. He was a wreck. He had recently stopped using drugs. He was anxious, overwhelmed, not sleeping.
You check everything. You can't just go for a couple months and be like, oh, I feel kind of better, so.
Haley's a wife, y'all.
Do you give you medication?
Yo, Biebs is going through a lot, yo. Dang, bro. Wow. Popping pills, smoking a blunt first thing in the morning, unreal, bro.
Mental
That's
health
devastating.
is so important to get on top of. If you have ADHD, if you have something that you don't want to take medicine, I strongly believe in it.
Jeez.
It's not the only answer, but it can really help you. So that's my advice to you. Anyways, this is a chamber. That's what it does.
Really sad.
It fills up with oxygen, and I've been struggling with a lot of anxiety, and what it does is it actually you get more oxygen to your brain, and so it decreases your stress levels. I think they're pretty cool.
It helps bring more oxygen to your brain, to your organs. We have one in our house. As you can see in the doc, there was one in the studio. People are gonna think he's a crazy person. People are gonna be like, what is this contraption machine? That's some like rich people shit. I don't know.
It is, obviously.
How are you?
I'm tired.
I'm good. Let me look at you.
Can I just address the camera real quick?
Please, go ahead.
Okay. So I am here in the doctor's office, and what we are about to do is the nurse is going to put in an IV, and it's called NAD. And basically what it does is it's going to flush out some of the toxins. I've abused my body in the past, and now I'm just in recovery process, trying to make sure I'm taking care of my body and taking care of the vessel that God's given me. So here we go. You ready? This is
Your body's a
Jose.
temple, dude.
He's the best. Such a good guy.
For people who used to have a drug problem, when they get sober, the pleasure centers of their brain don't work the same. So what NAD does is it actually helps to repair that part of the brain. It helps to repair your pleasure centers to balance them back out.
So I've been struggling with
The dopamine in your brain's all off. It's all
energy
whack.
for quite some time now, and I just haven't known why. And it's just, I've realized after a series of tests that I have what's called Lyme disease, which is a super silent disease that's not really very well known. It's very hard for doctors to test for it.
Lyme disease is the fastest growing bacterial infection in the United States right now. And we know that can cause a whole spectrum of neuropsychiatric symptoms, mood changes, irritability, depression, anxiety. Justin fits the picture of these symptoms.
Dang.
Epstein-Barr, which is mono, have that too.
That in itself, mono, makes you really sick, and it makes you feel really tired, and some people can't get out of bed because of it.
He saw a psychiatrist in Los Angeles who diagnosed him with bipolar disorder and gave him lithium without ever looking at his brain. When I looked at his brain, he wasn't bipolar.
Basically, infections have played a big part of my acne and my overall toxins in my body, which just creates all this stuff. So it feels good now to know why I feel so crappy all the time.
We just felt so sick, and there was no explanation for what was going on. So now that we have all the answers and we know what it is and we know how to alleviate it and fix it, and I think he's honestly not only healthier than he's ever been, but on the road to maintaining a healthier life than he's ever had, which is awesome.
Yeah.
How are you feeling today? Better?
I do. I
Better?
feel a lot better. Thank you for asking.
Having got to know Justin, I know he's got a really good heart. And when he's balanced, he does really amazing things for other people. But it's hard to do amazing things for other people when your brain's not right.
Honestly, I'm committed to getting better and committed to doing whatever I have to do, whether it's inconvenient or not, because I know ultimately it's not only for me, but being the best me is going to help be the best husband, the best father, the best friend I can possibly be, and for all the fans that want to enjoy the music that I make and stuff. I can't do it if I'm not healthy, and I haven't been healthy for a long time. Yes, thank you so much.
He's a good guy. At the end of the day, he's a good guy. Come on. And Haley's our wife.
Hey! See how that revitalizes you?
Yep.
Hey, let's go! There's so many people that have gifts and an opportunity to make a change, and they end up either losing it or, using their gifts for selfish reasons. And I see so many talented people just almost like it feels like they're wasting something so precious. It's up to us as individuals to use the gifts that we've been given, whatever it may be, to contribute. In the song Changes, it actually talks about how some days we want to push further, and some days we feel like doing nothing. And that often
highs and lows,
comes
man.
with our mood and our attitude towards
Highs and lows.
life, and sometimes when life throws you things that you can't control, naturally your attitude is to be upset or to be disappointed or discouraged. But when you fight through those feelings that are just feelings at the end of the day, and we choose to put your effort into your work or into your into your passion or into to find that drive, or just being here, forcing myself to get out of bed. It might not seem that hard to some people to just get out of bed in the morning, but it's
been really hard for me to just get out of my bed. And I know a lot of people feel that same way. So I just also want to say that you're not alone in that. You know, there's people that are going through it with you. Life is worth living.
Life is worth living, yo.
Give up, and the only thing to do is to push forward.
Okay, Beebs. Okay, Beebs.
Sometimes I go to sleep early.
Woo!
Sometimes I can't close my eyes. Sometimes I smile like it's all good.
This album is gonna shut the world down, bro.
Share, man, to be honest. It feels good.
Like, have you ever talked about it, like, publicly?
I haven't, no. I haven't talked about any of this. Like, not like this, because I don't think I was ready. I don't think I was mature enough to even take responsibility and, like, really mean it. You know?
I've been going through changes.
Album about to be a smash. 5 more episodes that we get to really get a deeper understanding and a deeper insight into pop stardom at the highest tier in JB. So super dope that he's opening up and sharing this with all of us. And I know I'm very grateful to be able to just learn from this and take the good and try and separate it from the bad, you know. And like JB says, you got to keep moving forward, and that's it. So we doing Life is Worth Living. We getting her, hacking, going her. And yeah, man. Keep plugging along. 5 more episodes. I'm on it, baby.